Saturday sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Tonight, we wrap up Wild Card Weekend. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. And with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Ford Field. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. At their own 13-yard line. Goff going to open up with a throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Whoa! Past the 45. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 79 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Moving outside the pocket, and he gets that play a lot as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
So if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. It covers 51 yards. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Murray, touchdown, Cardinals. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Goff. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
3rd down and 9.
5. Like 20.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's Goff. It's Isaac to Slav. His first hit to the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Slav. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48.
To throw is Goff. Throw here down the field. Ball incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Yeah. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Like 20.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Goff to throw. Big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. He gets free. He's inside
amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down to the 37. His first catch in the wild card game. And good for a first down.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One quarter complete here in this Monday finale on Wild Card Weekend. 14-7 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Cut. By 20. Turbo set.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. A big hole. And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On play action, Murray moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Forced out wide. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Raymond now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Third and long.
White 20!
Here's Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. He's to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They only needed one, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chain.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On first down, the drive begins with Connor. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. Once the Cards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, Murray. Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
17 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Cardinals, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Arizona.
Throwing Murray. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Murray going to look to do it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. It's Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Cardinals have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Line 20.
Throwing, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Try again here, 2nd and 10. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. season continues on to next week. One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play action for Murray. Off he's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part. And now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
A run up the middle, it's good. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11.
180.
Now, Goff. That's to the right side, and incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Listen.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson on that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Connor. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Murray now off the bootleg. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll toss it to the right to Connor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They go play action. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They put Wilson in motion. It's a designed run for Murray. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Raymond now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll have it across midfield out of the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Lions first down.
And quickly out to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. And the Lions set up with a 1st and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Goff to throw.
At the 10-yard line.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Isaac to Sloan. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He looks to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Into space. He's inside the 30. And now he loses the football. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Jack Fox to kick off.
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. These guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. So they're down 8 here in the final quarter. A touchdown, a must, if they come out for 1st and goal.
180!
Gibbs. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster this juncture of the game. But Fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Aaron Cobb, touchdown Lions. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second
Ball
down,
on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Murray. He'll get that one out to Connor. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
On the handoff, it's Connor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Ryan Neal on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
It is 2nd down and 5. Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They put Wilson in motion. They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's in! Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will go up by 7.
42. Lions 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Raymond now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's God. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. That's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Down on 2nd and long.
Tonight. By 20. Okay.
Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Goff to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Cut. Black 20. Orange, orange. What's that?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up as a turnover on downs. Murray going to hand this to Benson. Room to run at the 35. He will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 11-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Again, it's Benson. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.